round 14, Ryan Grant, Zoroark Lycanroc versus Jimmy Pendarvis, DrampaGarb. I generally think this matchup is pretty close overall. The way the DrampaGarb operates is they try and get the combination of Righteous Edge away your DCE, Ability Lock Garb, and Parallel City plus N at least 1 or 2 turns throughout the game, and hopefully it sticks and locks out the Zoroark Lycanroc player. So I've mentioned this before, and I'll mention it again. Get 3 Zorua in play turn 1 if you can. You don't need 2 Rockruff. The Rockruffs are never being pressured early, especially in this matchup. No one's chasing your Rockruff in this matchup. Get the 3rd Zorua, get more trades online, find more cards, find your Field Blower, find your Guzmas, kill the Garb. Don't get 2 Rockruff. The Rockruff is simply just not being pressured. There's no reason to have 2 Rockruff. He missed the God turn 1. The God turn 1 is to have a Rockruff down with a Fighting Energy. It's not that big of a deal. Jimmy opens the Trubbish. Definitely not ideal. But he has the Ultra Ball, most likely for the Bridget, for the Lele for the Bridget. And I expect to see Trubbish Trampa probably off of that. Maybe Big Wheel if he has a dead hand, but probably not. We'll see. Looking. Yeah. So don't do this. Get the 3rd Zorua. Do yourself a favor. Get the 3rd Zorua. Trade more. Always trade more. You need to find cards. Yep. Trubbish, Drampa. There it is. That's a start. Ryan's probably going to look to kill the Trubbish turn 1. From there, Jimmy looks to just go Righteous Edge and find Parallel City, Righteous Edge and find Parallel City. You just go over and over and over again. You just do that over and over and over as the DrampaGarb side. If you could avoid putting this in, I don't think it doesn't look like you could avoid putting this in play. If you can, you want to avoid putting this in play because you need those to counter the Parallel Cities. But it's not a huge deal. That's a Fighting Energy. I really do not want to see him discard that Fighting Energy. Oh, it's a Fighting Energy. I don't know what the rest of his hand is, but I really would have liked to have seen him not discard that Fighting Energy. It's just so important to get that down in this matchup. Oh, I want to see what the rest of his hand is. It looks like Shaman. I would have actually have set up first then and before Ultra Ball. Maybe like attach Fighting setup and then Ultra Ball, to be honest. Getting down that Fighting Energy is so important. I would actually like to see him attach Fighting Energy here over kill this Trubbish. Getting Lycanroc set up and always being a threat is so strong. It's actually insane. Although he can look for the DCE one-shot the Drampa, I guess, in this situation. So he's got that. Oh, Lycanroc up the Drampa. So he's going to get this up. This is actually pretty good, too. Not going to lie. Knockout. That's pretty strong, too. Okay. I don't hate that. I still would have liked to have seen him keep the Fighting Energy in hand, though. Because, once again, yeah, man, Fighting Energy is... Setting up the Lycanroc to attack is so good. Like it's such a threat at all times. We'll see what Jimmy's follow-up. I think he has a Float Stone in hand, so I don't know why he didn't set up the Trubbish and float it, just in case he finds the other Drampa and Righteous Edges. And can Righteous Edge. So I think so that's I think that's a misstep on Ginger's part here, is not setting up the Trubbish with the Float Stone. Because it's possible he finds Energy Drampa and then can Righteous Edge, but now he just loses that option. So I'm pretty sure that's a misstep on Ginger's part. He gets the DCE and the Ability Lock Garb, which are both very good, and he's gonna get the hit in for 80, which is something. You just need something at all on this turn for sure, and he gets that, so he at least gets something going. It's not great, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I want to see this DC on the Lycanroc or not, but I guess it's fine here. I really wanted to see him hold that Fighting Energy in his hand somehow, keep the energy in his hand. I think it's really a shame that he wasn't able to keep that. It looks like he's gonna get the one shot again. So a very fast start from Ryan. I don't know, we'll see if Jimmy can get it. So he had, yeah, and I think he had the Stretcher in hand, so it would have been way nicer if he had Righteous Edge last turn. He has the N. If he gets Parallel City, Righteous Edge here, this is where the Garbiter deck can actually take over the game. If he finds Parallel City here, he has to find Parallel City here though. He does play 3. Going for the Righteous Edge here is also not horrible, even though it's risky. It's like it feels not great. You kind of have to do it. Colress. I don't know if Ryan plays Floatstone, but that's obviously the only thing he's looking for here is Floatstone. I guess Floatstone or DCE. And he got it. Okay, that was a fast game one. If Jimmy had hit Parallel City there, I think he would have been fine. Ryan would have drawn way less cards off his Colress. He also would have needed way more Pokemon to actually one-shot the Drampa. So really I mean, that's just Zoroark right there. Zoroark can just, turn 2 kill, turn 2 kill, turn 3 kill, turn 4 kill, and just win the game. And I think that's pretty much what we just saw right there. I think that was a 4-turn game from Ryan. Game 2, Lele from Jimmy. Assuming he's going to get the turn 1 Bridget for Trubbish Drampa. He also plays the Tauros. Okay, no Bridget. So that's unfortunate for Jimmy. He also plays the Tauros, and I know Jimmy really likes the Tauros in this deck. About being aggressive with the Tauros early on. Perilous City comes down. That's nice. Just kind of giving myself a thought about the DC and the Flowstone on the active. I guess that's fine. It means he can for sure move it next turn, which he wants the option of for sure. All right, so Ryan has literally the God start. Computer search for Bridget, and I saw Fighting Energy in his hand. So I would like to see Zoroark, Fighting Energy to Rockruff. Yes. It literally doesn't get better than that for the Zoroark Lycanroc player. Like, there's nothing better than that. That's literally it just doesn't get better than that. Not much else to say. Look like that was Choice Band. Looks like he has Guzma. So he's going to go for the knockout on the Rockruff, I guess. This is fine. Especially because he still has, he sees Perilous City locked. He doesn't have a ton of Pokemon set up. I don't think you're in real risk of... Oh. Yeah, that's a very good turn 2 from Jimmy there. He gets the ability to lock up. Like, there's almost no way this Lele's dying this next turn. I think this Lele's going to be just fine. Nice follow-up Rockruff on the top. He's only getting Colors for 6, and he's under ability lock. So I doubt we're going to see much going on from Ryan. I actually would have... The only thing different I would have liked to have seen from Jimmy would be maybe hold the DCE. It's not a huge deal, but maybe hold the DCE so you could commit it to the active, have the option to commit it to the active, and then just do stuff like this next turn. Just kill this Zorua seems really good actually. He can still get another energy, of course, this turn. All right, there's the rainbow. But leaving himself the for sure option would be nice. So Jimmy's setting up way better this game. Finally breaks out of the Perilous City lock and gets a Colress for 8. He really needs to find Field Blower and more Zoruas. I'm not a big fan of sending up the Zorua right now. I would have much rather have seen him send up the Lele, I think. Because if Jimmy wanted to go have this kill this, he would have to Field Blower his own Floatstone away, commit another DCE and a Choice Band. So it's probably just not going to happen. So even if you do this Lele, commit a DCE to try and look for a 2-shot on this, you're probably not getting the 1-shot here. The 1-shot is super unrealistic to get here on this Lele. So if you're looking for the 2-shot, you want your Zoroark to live. But if you go Zoroark, DCE, hit, Jimmy gets to hit into that Zoroark with this Lele, and then clean up with this Lele with a Choice Band. And then you lose your only Zoroark. Once again, you lose your only Zoroark in play. So I would have much rather seen him commit the Lele initially. The Lele's probably just going to get hit, retreat the Lele to the Zoroark, put another DCE down, and then attack with the Zorua. Instead, he goes for the commit Zoroark immediately, hoping to get Zoroark and DCE. And then the Zoroark's going to die in 2 turns for sure, unless he finds his Acerola. But I'm not even sure if I'm not even actually sure if he plays Acerola. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen him send up Lele there for sure. I think that was his only option. He could have sent up Rockruff, but that's definitely not good. And if he's looking to just attack with a DC for this turn, Lele is the same thing as 2-shotting that as a Zoroark. But then your Zoroark's not getting pressured, which is important when you only have one Zoroark. If you had more Zoroarks, it'd be different, but this man only has the one Zoroark. Oh, do you actually get the 1-shot? Close. 1 card in hand. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not a kill. Oh, no, it is because of the rainbow. Okay, he got the kill. Okay, that was unexpected. I didn't think he was actually able to get the kill there. The rainbow energy did get it done, though. Yeah, that was unexpected. I didn't think he'd actually be able to get the kill there. Oh, he did. All right, so that works then. Did not expect him to get the kill. He needed a lot of cards there, but he got there. And here comes the Righteous Edge. And then here's where you need to start like chaining the KOs together from Ryan's side. But he has Evolved Pass, which is just not very good. And then here's the point where on the DrampaGarb side where you need to actually apply significant pressure as opposed to just sitting there and Righteous Edging. You need to like actually try and do something. Like even a Berserk for 80 here is good. Berserk with Choice Band for 110 is very good. You just need to do something to force them to have an answer instead of, because otherwise you let them have way too much time to like find the cards they need to. So you need to, at this point, you need to create some kind of pressure. So there we go. DCE, Choice Band, I love it. 110, forcing the 2-shot on the Zoroark. So Ryan needs to try and do something. Draw pass. And this is pretty much where the game ends, I think, mostly for the most part. The DrampaGarb player just wins. You just need, this is the eventual lock you're looking for on the DrampaGarb side. Ability Lock Garb, Parallel City, and Righteous Edge. Into then applying actual damage 2-shot pressure through Drampa, Lele, Trash Lanch, whatever. You just want to get to that point. I'm not a big fan of him sending up Zorua. I don't know why he wouldn't send up Rockruff. Oh, he's going for Paralyzing Gaze. Okay, makes sense then. That's his out is Paralyzing Gaze then. I guess if that's your out, then that's your out. I still would have maybe liked to have seen Rockruff and him preserve the Zorua to hope to get the top again. Because I don't think you ever win through Paralyzing Gaze. I mean, you can, I guess. You could win through Paralyzing Gaze, I guess. But you could sacrifice Rockruff for a turn. I don't know. Maybe it's about the same, and it's so bad it doesn't matter. I think I would have sent up Rockruff and tried to preserve the Zorua for one more turn, and then I would have gone into Paralyzing Gaze the next turn, I guess. Either way, it did not look good for Ryan. Turn 1 Bridget. There we go. So now he's going up. See, I like this. He went for the 3 Zorua and 1 Rockruff. I like that. The game 1, he went for 2 Rockruff, 2 Zorua. But yeah, I like this. No fighting energy. And actually, I don't actually know for sure personally because I don't play the deck too much. If you like, even if you have like a turn 1 DCE, I don't know if you want to put on Rockruff or just hold it. Personally, I don't know actually. And so not actually a great start from Jimmy. No Bridget, but he still has a chance to try and find more Trubbishes. That's all he's really looking for here is Trubbish. Parallel City would be okay, but like we'd only get rid of 1 Pokemon, and Ryan has a ton of Skyfield left still. So we'll see. I think I saw an Ultra Ball in Jimmy's hand. I think he's debating using it or just big wheeling. Interesting. I don't think you ever put Layla. There's no reason to really put Layla in there. I would be surprised if he didn't big wheel. Okay, so there's the Ultra Ball. I assume another Trubbish is going to come out. Yep, Trub. There he is. And then Wonder Tag. Maybe he has another Ultra Ball. Or is he just going to pass? Or the Righteous Edge, I guess, for 20. Okay. I don't know. I think if I was Jimmy there, I would have big wheeled. Well, there's a... I guess it's for nothing. I'm not sure why he gets this. Maybe he doesn't have anything else. That's interesting. If he has nothing else, I guess the gets this is just the right play. But, yeah, not a big fan of that at all. Also, I don't know about this energy attachment here. He did Righteous Edge for 20. Well, I guess you need something to prepare for the Lycanroc, maybe? That's the only thing I can think about, really. He doesn't want to, like, overcommit into dying to the Lycanroc. He's just going to Righteous Edge for 20 again. And then he'll have to go 2-shot the Lycanroc with Lele. I mean, he could have attached here and Berserk killed the Zorua. But then I guess the threat of the Lycanroc is kind of too much to ignore. You don't want to ignore that. You just lose. If you could, you would be in a very you want to just lose. You'd be in a very bad spot if you committed both energies here and then the Lycanroc just killed you. Playing around Getsus. I just edged for 20. All right, so I'm curious if Ryan had anything and he chose to Getsus. Oh, there's the drop pass. Okay. Another colors from Ginge. And yeah, definitely very far ahead at this point for Jimmy. Even though he hasn't done that much and hasn't drawn that many prizes, his setup, like it's all about the setup for this deck. And his setup is there. He has everything set up. He's got Trash Lance ready to go, Tramp ready to go. Another Trubbish, the free Trubbish. You always want that free Trubbish. You could become a Trash Lance. You become a Garbotoxin. You never know. All right, so he gets us off. 1, 2, 3. But for him to really pop off this turn, he kind of needs Field Blower, I feel like. And I'm pretty sure he only plays one Field Blower, but if he gets there, he gets there and he gets it. He's got a really big hand right now. I can definitely see him actually pulling out a knockout here, because I saw an Ultra Ball, and he does play Shaman. So if he has the Field Blower, I'm assuming this just goes for a Shaman. Maybe he tries to go for the knockout on the next turn, though. Just go for a swing in. Okay. So ideally from Jimmy here, we see the Acerola. Yep, there it is. So that's what you do. That's what you do with this deck. Is you Regis Edge and you Acerola, and then you try and run them out of resources or force resources to the point where Trash Lance takes one shots. See the Skyfield, Bench Shaman, Chorus. So as long as Grant gets his Field Blower here, even without the Field Blower, actually, there's a good chance he just takes a knockout. Yeah, even without Field Blower, there's a good chance he still kills this here. But I'm pretty sure I saw the Field Blower in the hand. So there's I think he just definitely gets the knockout here for sure. I don't see him whiffing the KO here. Unless he whiffs CC, I guess. He has the Choice Band though. 4 bench Pokemon. Could get Flowstone stand-in and then Fighting Energy as well. Trade 1, 2. There's a Computer Search. I don't know why he traded away the Grimer. That's a basic Pokemon. And that's all he needs right now is basic Pokemon. Well, now he has Double Puzzle, so he should be good. And he has Fighting Energy follow-up, so I don't think it gets much better than that for Grant. Double Puzzle. Communication away. Okay, I'm pretty sure he just had it in hand there, but I guess he might be trying to. He doesn't want to Computer Search away resources. 1, 2. I don't know how I feel about that. That seemed off. He could have double puzzled for Lele, Grimer, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then Computer Searched for the last one and got the KO. But now he just whiffs the KO. Yeah, so that's definitely a big misstep by... Oh, he's double puzzle again. Oh, okay, never mind then. Field Blower, Grimer. Well, no, he needs another basic Pokemon still. So he still whiffs the KO. Oh, man. Yeah, so he definitely had knockout there. He could have not gotten the blower back. But the blower is super important, actually. And if he doesn't get the blower back anyways, he might just not... He might just lose anyways. So I don't know, actually. The blower is super important for him to have. But getting the knockout there was also really important. It's a... You either... Yeah. Oh, he's got another Acerola. What are you even thinking about? He's Acerola, Regis Edge again, I think. I don't know what Jimmy's thinking about doing here. He's going with an N. Interesting. I don't know why he wouldn't just Acerola there and Regis Edge again. Yeah, doesn't make any sense to me. Acerola and Regis Edge sounds really good there. So maybe he just is running out of cards and he wants to maybe he wants to really get a Parallel City. I guess that's fine. If you really want to get a Parallel City, that's like a reasonable reason. Maybe he has knockout with Trash Lance right here. I don't know how many items are in Ryan's discard pile. Oh, does he just have knockout with Trash Lance? Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, he definitely goes for the knockout with Trash Lance if you have it. So the Field Blower is super important. If he doesn't get the Field Blower back anyways there on the turn before, I don't know if he can win anyways, but it's fine to not take the knockout there on the Drampa and just not commit any resources and just be like, just hit the Drampa for whatever, 150, 120. Don't overextend for anything. Don't play it on any puzzle. Keep the puzzle back so you can get your field blower and reuse it again. Don't commit anything to that play besides just hitting the Drampa. Instead, he commits for the play, misplays, doesn't get the other basic Pokemon. And his consolation prize is he gets the field blower back for later, pretty much. Another Colors for 7. Yeah. So yeah, you either commit, don't take the field blower back, knock out the Drampa, or just don't commit anything to that play and just set up a 2-shot on the Drampa. And he went with he definitely misplayed, and then he went with the Input Tune round, ended up with a field blower. So definitely not great on Ryan's side. There's the field blower, though. It looks like he's currently whiffing DCE. Currently missing DCE, though, to knock out this Trashalanche. If he knocks out this Trashalanche, Jimmy can respond with a Tapu Lele kill on... the Zoroark for an energy. Now he just has the Trashalanche set up. If he has another Trashalanche and a Guzma, he just wins the game pretty much in this scenario. He just goes Guzma, kill the Lele, or kill the Zoroark if you can kill the Zoroark, obviously, with the other Trashalanche. If not, kill the Lele, and then the other Trashalanche will just draw the last prize. If not, Trashalanche deactive, and just look for the other Trashalanche is also definitely a fine play right here. There's not much Ryan has to be able to respond to that. I would expect to see the Lysander here. Or the Guzma. Oh, he's going for Sycamore. So he's just going to go look for the other Trashalanche. I mean, if he doesn't have the other Trashalanche in hand, going for the Guzma is wrong. So he just wants to find the other Trashalanche. That's all he really wants here. Parallel City. I like that. Second DC to Lele. I also like that. And I saw an Ultra Ball, so I assume he's going to go get Trashalanche here. Set up Trashalanche. And then Grant's only real out, or Ryan's only real out, is to get the Zoroark back. I don't think he can, though. I think he's out of Stretcher and all of his puzzles. So I'm pretty sure there's enough items in the discard pile that Trashalanche is one-shotting everything. So I don't really think there's any way for Ryan to take this game at this point. I think maybe his only out is to Guzma up the Ability Lock Arbiter and then corner it. I'm not sure. He's going with Egg, so that's not a good sign. Yeah, Egg is definitely not a good sign. I just have to assume at this point that Trashalanche is one-shotting Zoroarks then. If he's not setting up a Zoroark here to try and kill this Trashalanche, then hope that Jimmy just doesn't have a choice band to kill the Zoroark. Then I have to assume that there's enough items. And there's the Guzman to close out the game on the Lele. All right. So yeah, that series played out kind of. I mean, that's how I expected it. I think DrampaGarb is like slightly favored. Yeah. I mean, I think DrampaGarb is slightly favored, but it's not not by a lot. It's definitely a close. That's a close matchup. And that one blunder from Ryan really just gave the game 3 to Jimmy. He didn't draw very well. Like Ability Lock Garb locked him out of game 2. And then game 1, he had pretty much as good of a start as you can get. The only thing that I didn't like about from Ryan in turn 1 is when he took the second Rockruff. When he took the second Rockruff over the third Zorua. Always get the third Zorua. You only need one Rockruff. But yeah, besides that, it was played pretty cleanly.